Will the Senate please come to order? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Aquino, Senator Awa,
Here.
Senator Chang, Senator DeCoit,
Here.
Senator Dela Cruz, Senator Elefante,
Here.
Senator Favela, Senator Fukunaga, Senator Gabbard, Senator Hashimoto, Senator Ihara,
Excuse.
Senator Inoue,
Present.
Senator Kanuha, Senator Keohokalole,
Ill.
Senator Kidani, Senator Kim,
Excused.
Senator Lee, Senator McKelvey, Senator Moriwaki,
Present.
Senator Rhodes, Senator Richards,
Excused.
Senator San Buenaventura, Senator Shimabukuro, Senator Wakai. Mr. President,
Present.
22 present, 3 excused.
Thank you. The chair has read the journal of the preceding day and approves the same. Are there any introductions this morning? Senator Fukunaga.
Thank you, Mr. President. I wanted to take a moment to introduce teachers from Stevenson Middle School's 8th grade class. Please stand and remain standing until I've called all of your names. This includes Dr. Andrea Bernadette Pratt, Mr. Marcus Shimbo, Mr. Darren Serra, Ms. Nicole Amano, and all of the 8th graders from Stevenson Middle School. Aloha to all of you and welcome to the State Senate. Thank you, Mr. President, and I request that their names be entered into the journal. Mahalo.
So uttered. Thank you, Senator DeCoit.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, today it is my honor to introduce members of the Kipohulu Ohana from Kipohulu, Maui, that are here for Ocean Awareness Day. Kipohulu, after many years of community collaboration, has gained the community-based subsistence fishing area, or as we call it, CBSFA, designation through DLNR's Division of Aquatic Resources. Here with us today is a woman that you will never usually get out of Kipohulu, Maui, Auntie Tweety Lim, Kamale Pico, Crichton Kawiki Lin, Kaneho Lani Lin, and Pekelo Lin. If you would please stand and be recognized by the Senate. And Mr. President, if I could request their names to be entered into the journal.
So ordered. Further introductions this morning? If not, Madam Clerk.
Governor's message number 1102 informs the legislature that the governor signed House Bill 2520 into law as Act 2.
File.
On pages 2 and 3, Standing Committee Report numbers 3087 to 3103 for adoption.
Senator Wakai.
Mr. President, I move for the adoption of Standing Committee Reports numbers 3087 to 3103.
Senator DeCoit.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Any objection? If not, the motion is carried.
On page 4, adoption of resolutions, Senate Resolution numbers 97 and 144 for adoption.
Senator Awa.
Mahalo Pelekikena, I move for the adoption of Senate Resolutions number 97 and 144.
Senator Wakai.
I second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Senator Awa.
Mahalo Pelekikena, I rise in support of
Please
these
proceed.
resolutions. First, Resolution number 97. I'd like to mahalo our majority policy leader, who's not here today, and our majority leader for allowing this discussion and vote to happen. I know that many of you will probably just vote no to this for whatever reason it may be, but I look at this at minimum as an opportunity to improve our public perception. And I haven't done this for a while, but if the news is watching and they're writing this for tonight's news, I'll give you a breakdown of what the vote would look like here. I'm only sitting because I'm going to read this. And I'll read it as if I was reading the news. Good evening. Tonight's top story: Hawai'i senators vote to preserve their right to get tipsy on taxpayer time. A current loophole allows lawmakers to drink on the job despite a statute that prohibits alcohol at our state capitol. Constituents tonight criticizing lawmakers for taking a do as I say, not as I do approach to today's landslide vote in favor of exempting their offices from the state's rule. Our investigative reporters dug into the Senate's policy and found while it bans smoking, it does not address alcohol. Senate Resolution number 97 would have added the state's rule to the Senate's policy. Coming up at 10, Mothers Against Drunk Driving speaks against the senators shunning sobriety. I hope that didn't offend any of you guys, but you know, in the news, that's kind of how it would play. I don't want it to play that way. We shouldn't allow it to play that way. This is an opportunity. We can do what the public thinks should be common sense, automatic. Vote this thing through. Be leaders. I know the senator from Kalihi last week, in regards to alcohol, said, "quote Let's just be done with it and say zero tolerance." I believe that should start here. It should start with our offices. So that is why I support Senate Resolution number 97. Senate Resolution number 144, this is regards to planting food trees in government spaces. We tried to introduce a measure, a bill to do this. It was shut down last year. That was actually a plus for us, because when it got shut down, the community, there were so much people in our community on the east side who wanted to plant food. And so we went to the DOT. We got permission from them. We planted 70 ulu and mountain apple trees on the side of Kahikili Highway. We're looking at extending that. We've heard every reason. Liability is the top for not planting food. And we were able to get over all of those barriers and do it. And so I would like our project, which is going well, the trees are all growing, and we're getting food for free for the public, hopefully in about 4 to 5 years. I would like that to be across the state where applicable, where it can, where there's water. And so that is my request to you guys today, is approve that one as well, and plant at least one food tree in your district during your term, and make sure every senator that comes into this building does the same, because at minimum, that's something positive we can do for the next generation. I know we all support that as far as mindsets. That's my request, and that's why I support those. Mahalo.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Senator Kanuha,
In opposition,
please proceed.
Mr. President, it is inappropriate for us to change our rules mid-session. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Senator Favela,
Thank you, Senate President. Opposition.
please proceed.
We talk about being responsible adults. I read a marijuana bill that was going to be passed that said that we responsible adults, that our kids are not going to get it. While marijuana right now is not legal in the feds. Alcohol is. I don't condone alcohol drinking anywhere on the job or anywhere else. But again, everybody here is adults, respectable adults. Our community trusts in them and voted for them. To have a policy or change a policy because you don't want to be on the evening news, to me, that's not fair. Second one, I'm against SR 144. In my community, yes, they want fruit trees. He said there's no liability. Yes, there is. When that tree gets big, somebody hits it and die, who's going to get sued? If he's not in office, or the person not in office, the state will get sued. DOT will get sued. We're having that in my community right now with Ocean Point planting trees, cars hitting it, and they're getting sued. So again, I cannot support SR 97 and SR 144 for those reasons. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Further discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye. Opposed? No. Motion fails. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Referrals and re-referrals.
Referrals and re-referrals are made in accordance with the supplemental orders of the day that may be filed later today.
No further business, Mr. President.
Are there any announcements today? Senator Kidani?
Thank you, Mr. President. There are education-related events already happening, and I'm happy to announce that next week we will gather to celebrate and remember the critical role that education plays in shaping future generations. On your desk are copies of next week's events as we celebrate outstanding students, educators, administrators, and faculty who play a vital role in our robust education system. We are thrilled to invite our distinguished honorees to the Capitol to be recognized for their extraordinary achievements and look forward to next week's festivals. Mahalo.
Thank you, and in advance, thank you to your staff as well, Senator Kidani, for all of the hard work that they put into preparing for Education Week. Senator Decoit.
Thank you, Mr. President. Also wanted to make a correction on the Easter basket annual drive. It's on March 27th, the collections of the Easter basket, as well as I will be passing out the Easter bunny ballot. And if you could fill it out and choose one rep and one senator, and then return the ballot to Rep. Matsumoto's office for room 302 by March 15th. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Further announcements? If not, Senator Wakai.
Happy Aloha Friday. I move that the Senate stand adjourned until 11:30 a.m. on Monday, March 18th.
Senator Decoit.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. If there are no objections from the members, the Senate will stand adjourned until 11:30 a.m. Monday.